Like, I was getting to work on paint and stuff for my other YouTube channel. And I saw Wings of Redemption defends DSP. I immediately think to myself, why does Wings keep defending DSP? DSP habitually shits on Wings all the time. I'm sorry, Wings, you and DSP are not going to be friends. Your channel's not big enough. You had more followers, Wings would suck up to you. Not Wings, DSP. I was laughing my ass off in the bathroom. Not the bathroom, the kitchen.
Here's Phil to tell you more.
Like, I just want to point it out there. Like, I like Phil. And I understand where Phil's coming from a lot of the times. I don't get, like, Phil always talks bad about me, but that's because he's getting nefarious. He's getting people go over there antagonizing him. And, like, Phil kind of plays into it a little bit more than I do.
Yeah, this is antagonizing Phil. Someone comes in there and goes, shout out to Sean Ranklin. And Phil's like, oh, it's a Wings meme. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. That's antagonization. That's all you need to do. You go into Phil's chat and you say, like, big ups to the Whale Watcher Discord. Well, Phil won't know that one. But you talk about Wings and a Mustang, Phil will get mad. You know why? Because Phil doesn't have a Mustang. Does Wings actually have a Mustang? Like a new one? Whatever. I don't even need to know. I don't need to know. If I find out Wings has got a new Mustang and I'm still rocking shit from like 1999.
So, like, mine and Phil's content are extremely different animals. Like, I've always led a more, like, sincere, game-driven, based channel where he's always just, like, uploaded, you know, Let's Plays that are, like, 10 minutes long and dumped out in mass production. Like, two completely different products.
Yeah, he used to just literally record with a camcorder and slice it up and make 10-minute videos on YouTube. That's what he used to do.
DSP did that shit so long. DSP literally had the keys to the castle. If Phil actually had a business degree that was worth a damn, he would have sat there and said, the people want direct capture. Currently, I'm the biggest guy going. I will move to direct capture immediately and make sure that my competition doesn't undercut me. No, DSP's like, I found one guy who says he likes this setup, so that means everybody loves it. Because that means I don't have to do a damn thing different. Lucky it wasn't me he was talking to.
He did that until 2013.
Well, 2013 is pushing that kind of equipment malfunction, but, you know, but, like, more power to him.
You're
More power to him? Doing the bare minimum. How can you say more power to him? The dude literally was up there with Linus Tech Tips. Look at the drastic difference. All Phil had to do was just try. The man has no try. DSP literally, you know, I hate to say it, but this guy really is, like, he's the epitome of laziness. He is. If Phil can skip doing it, he will. Like, have you seen his streams recently? When people give this motherfucker money to put on a vest? And he'll stall to put on the vest? If I was DSP, I'd have that vest under my clothes like I was Superman. It's like, up, the vest is here. I got my money. Good Lord. More power to him. Yeah, more power to you. You could have stayed on top. You could have been where PewDiePie was, but you didn't because you were lazy. More power to you. Let's hear it. Big ups, laziness.
You're guilty of it. I think DSP is more guilty of it, but even if you're having a bad day and you want to vent, the last thing you want to vent
I think you were unfair to DSP.
I was unfair to DSP?
Yeah, I seen a video of, like, where you were giving him some bits and, like, you had, like, this rant on him.
No. This is one of the few times you'll see me defend Review Tech USA. Review Tech was not wrong. He came in there, gave DSP some bits, because frankly, if you want DSP to see anything and respond, you either A, have to troll him, which isn't hard, say Subaru, horse, or anything like that, you'll send him into a rage. Or you give DSP bits repeatedly just to get him to kind of read your stuff. Rich was trying to just get this man to be on his podcast. I don't know why. You're not going to get DSP in your podcast. If you're not going to, like, let DSP lie through his teeth, he doesn't want shit to do with you. That is Phil in a nutshell. If you're not going to let him spin his yarn, he's not fucking with you. Richard did nothing wrong there. He got burned by Phil. Like, he asked him on the podcast, and DSP goes off on Review Tech USA. He had every right. It was like DSP literally slapped him in the face virtually, and then Rich went off. You're unfair to Phil. You should have let him throw you down the stairs, Rich. You selfish prick. Eat the bat soup, bigot.
And he was like, this is why people hate him and stuff like that. I don't think DSP's a bad person.
I don't think he is either, and I still wish the guy the best.
I just think he has a bad way of dealing with his situation, and he's just not good at it.
Do I think DSP's a bad person personally as well? I guess not. I don't know what to make of Phil. I see him as a source of humor for me. Like, I see what Phil does, and you think to yourself, don't do it, Phil. Don't shoot yourself in the foot, Phil. Put down the gun, Phil. And boom, he blows off his toes, and he goes, why do the detractors keep harassing me? I think he's dishonest. Like, habitually dishonest. Like, you never know the truth from Phil. He should have been a politician. He should have never gotten into gaming. He should have been a politician. He would have had a very successful career. DSP fucked up.
His whole thing was, why didn't you... I actually talk about some Ordinary Gamers podcast I uploaded today where I interviewed him. He's like, why didn't you get me on my email or my cell phone? I don't have the motherfucker on speed dial. I don't know his number, and I don't know his email. He has like a Hotmail like it's still 2007.
Honestly, I have his email, and you're pulling teeth to get his email. Like, I wanted to get him on the podcast show, which was the podcast me and Jive and Eddie and I all did back.
I got to be there for Rich too, man. Who's got DSP's phone number besides creditors? You know, and who would even want it? I don't. I don't want DSP's phone number, and I continuously laugh at this motherfucker. I got nothing for it. If you got any problem, you get banned from DSP's chat, he's not doing shit about it. You got to go and email Phil, and you got to write him like an essay as to why he should unban you. The dude gets off on some weird-ass power trips, like, for real. But that's a whole other thing.
Back in the day. And, like, he made up every excuse not to go on it. And, like, we weren't going to hit him with, like, you know, the troll stuff. We just wanted him on there because it's fucking Dark Side Phil. As much as people think he's, like, this degenerate loser that's $500,000 in debt, he's still a legend in our community. Like, everybody knows who Dark Side Phil is.
Yeah, everybody.
I wouldn't say Dark Side Phil's a legend. More or less, like, infamous. You know, he's infamous. You don't look at him and go, that man's a legend. You look at Michael Jordan, legend. All right. Who the hell else could we think of that's a legend? Freddie Mercury, legend. It's really weird to even think of YouTubers as legends. I guess the only guy I look at now and I think has some sort of legendary status that's become mystical is like, Joji, fucking Filthy Frank. The guy was responsible for so many viral movements on YouTube. Then he steps out and becomes a musician. Fucking lucky bastard. DSP's infamous because when you think of him, you go, oh yeah, the guy who jerked off on stream. You're not sitting there going, he's a legend for good reasons. He's legendarily stupid. Is it fine? Whatever, he's a legend.
Even like the biggest names out there have talked about him, yeah.
And like I've always said myself, like I'm like the Michael Jackson of fucking Call of Duty. Like people know who Michael Jackson is. They just don't buy Michael Jackson albums anymore.
I like fucking Rich's. Look at Rich. Wings is Michael Jackson in Call of Duty. For real, dude. Michael Jackson. All right. We on a whole other thing. God help me if I ever get like this delusional to where I'm equating myself to like the king of pop or some shit. Michael Jackson. All right. He was in debt when he was alive. When Michael died, people bought so much shit. Michael Jackson was no longer in debt. He was now worth money again. He had to die to get out of debt. So the rest of his family set for life. You know, them kids he adopted. You want to believe they're his, go ahead. But let's face it, they white as snow. So you can get mad at me. Look how straight that girl's hair is. That's a whole other harangue, as they say in the Latin community. But for real, if Wings died tomorrow, nobody buy Wings shit. If Wings died, nobody go, oh man. Remember when Wings was like, he did that stream with Pro Syndicate, who was a piece of shit. Remember Pro Syndicate? He's the dude with T. Martin, whatever his name was. The guys who came up with CSGO Lottery. made $36 million off their fans, pretended they didn't own it, went to court, and the court was like, oh, this is unprecedented. It's never happened before. We're going to give you a slap on the wrist. Don't do it again. But if you do, we'll get you. So basically, it's a whole ring of shitheads there. We're not getting into that. But nobody's going to remember that moment and think, oh, man, Wings, what a hero. I got to go buy some Wings shirts. Wings is broke. When he dies, he's going to be even more in debt because somebody got to pay for that big-ass casket, nothing personal. It is a bad equation. What is Wings going to say? That DSP is Prince? Because Prince and Micheal had a rivalry the way DSP and fucking Wings has a rivalry. So if he like equated it like that, because Micheal never really had a big problem with Prince, but Prince was quick to make fun of Micheal. Whatever, we're in a whole different thing.
You're the that's a first. I haven't heard of that one, but
but like toward the end of Michael Jackson's life, he wasn't selling like he was when he was, younger.
I get what you're not comparing yourself to Micheal. You're just the analogy I get is like you're saying that people know who you are, but you're not having the same people watch you. I get
the same success, yeah.
Yeah, the same.
No, but even Micheal still had mansions and shit though. Wings, you never popped off like that. And if you did, you sure as fuck didn't save it. Man, this is some shit. Wings is like on the Michael Jackson of Call of Duty. What was that guy who was doing the Ouija boards and stuff? J Station said he was Jesus.
Exactly the same way they're trying to take out Jesus, they're trying to take out me. Okay, I'm like one of those dudes. If they wrote the Bible back then, they'd put me in it, man. I'm not even lying.
That you would be in the Bible?
I will definitely be in the Bible, Aiko.
But what have you done for people?
I've entertained them.
What the fuck am I?
It's like I like Phil, and Phil's actually like Phil get panned because he's bad at Dark Souls. He's actually pretty good at Dark Souls.
Oh, he's better than me at Dark Souls. I suck dick.
I mean, like if you've ever went to Twitch and put in Dark Souls and clicked any blind Let's Play on Twitch, Darkseid feels like God compared to those people.
Oh God, if you watch me, it would be the most. They would be making "This Is How You Don't" plays about me.
But like people look at Phil with a more critical eye.
Well, he is actually in some.
That's all everybody's trying to say, I guess. Don't get me wrong, I'm pretty trash at Dark Souls too. But that's the whole appeal of being me playing that shit. Making a goof out of it. DSP takes himself too seriously.
He puts out, he doesn't like, oh, Rich wants to talk about my personal stuff. I'm like, well, first off, Phil, I'll say this again. I tried to contact you on Twitter. I didn't know your phone number. I didn't even know how the hell even get your email. And I gave him bits seeing if he wanted to come on the podcast because I did try to contact him on Twitter. I didn't get, if he said no on Twitter, okay, I would have never bothered him again. It wasn't that I was trying to make a fucking spectacle of it. I was like, okay, now I know this is one way I could get his attention because I tried other ways.
Yeah, you wouldn't have got his attention on Twitter. Phil's Twitter is really disingenuous.
So I didn't know how else to get.
That's an understatement. Phil's Twitter is the most weird shit on the planet. On the real. If you've ever seen Phil, you've never seen it, so I'm going to have to show you some tweets. DSP, when he tweets, you would think he was Markiplier. We had a great day today playing insert game name here. Uploading 4 hours of gaming to DSP Gaming. See you guys there for tomorrow's stream where there's more positivity. You watch this motherfucker stream, you're looking at a fat man die inside. Waiting for his next bit. Probably dreading people giving him $100 because he has to actually get up and use those atrophied muscles to put on a vest. Oh, Lord. But if you see his Twitter vid, it's like a different person. I swear to God, the guy is nuts. He's got personality disorders. I'm for real. I'm telling you, something's wrong with Phil. I saw one stream where he forgot to crop his overlay correctly. And while talking, he rocks back and forth real quick. It is like, I ain't seen nothing like it since I was in the psych ward.
Get him, except, you know, he's
like he's one of those people that uses Twitter as like an advertising platform. Like every post he puts there's nothing authentic about his posts.
Which is probably smart because then he would get people going after him all day.
Right. But like he has.
Yeah. DSPs learn. All right. In between making fake posts, sometimes DSP has too much gin. And then he goes on like a ninja rant. So that's what I live for. I live for those posts. When DSP goes absolutely ballistic on some random ass streamers and he is mad as hell because they're playing a game earlier than him and DSP survives on day one views If he can't get day one views on a game, he is not a happy camper.
Has to be there because he's got to be guarded because all the times he's been fucked. I remember one time people pretended to be like a what are those things called? Back in the day, like Machinima was one of them, and like you'd had like full screen. What were those called? MMCs?
Yeah,
like,
multi-channel networks. Yeah.
Multi-channel networks. Well, people pretended to be one of these multi-channel networks that would get like these "this is how you don't" plays off YouTube, and he left. I think it was Maker.
No, you got it all wrong. Damn it! How dare you not know your your DSP memes? It was Lavaria Media that got DSP to sign with them, and they're a subsidiary or some other MCN group that wasn't even that big. And they were promising DSP, oh, we can get you to have copyrights over all the "this is how you don't" plays and all the videos making fun of you. We'll copyright claim them and all the revenue will go to you. DSP, being as greedy as he is, sat there and said, oh, you mean I can claim all of that even though it's transformative work and I'll get all the money? Ooh. So he leaves his partnership with Curse and jumps right to Lavaria. Finds out Lavaria can't do this. It's like a shell corporation. It's pretty crappy. They can't do anything that they promised to DSP. DSP freaks out and runs back to Curse, who later drops his ass a year later. Curse was owned by Twitch, aka Amazon.
Or I think he was a Machinima for a long time. I think
He was with Machinima for a long time. Yeah. He left Machinima to join these guys, and
No, Machinima fired DSP's ass because they wouldn't get back to him about some crap. And DSP's like, if you're going to... No, DSP was telling his representative at Machinima to do something. They're like, we're working on it, Phil. Give us some time. DSP gets angry and tries to go over his representative's head. The representative gets in trouble because his boss is like, why the hell am I hearing from DSP? The representative contacts DSP and goes, you can't do this in Machinima, man. You know, like, you have to stay within the chain of command. Then DSP's like, well, if you're going to talk to me like this, then I don't think I want to be with you anymore. The next day, they're like, you're released from your contract. Adios, bichacho. And then DSP does that whole, like, emergency stream sitting there, and he turns on the camera because he's the fakest motherfucker alive. He turns to the camera, looks at it, and then goes, hey, guys, I have some bad news. I just got fired. I haven't felt this bad since I lost my job back in 2010 at the helicopter company. And then he goes into that whole fucking story about how he made videos for 2 years and he didn't get paid and yama, yama, yama. Like, dude, if you remember Married with Children, how Al Bundy had like 4 touchdowns in a single game in high school, that's DSP's Al Bundy story. But whatever, we're moving on.
Your email, and I gave him bits, seeing if he wanted to. Yeah, it would have never bothered him. So I didn't know how else to get him, except, you know.
has to be there because he's got to be guarded because what are those things called? Like full screen. What were those called? MMCs?
Yeah,
like
multi-channel networks, yeah.
Multi-channel networks. Well, people pretended to be one of these multi-channel networks that would get like these "this is how you don't" plays off YouTube, and he left. I think it was Maker.
Or I think he was a Machinima for a long time. I think
he was with Machinima for a long time. Yeah. He left Machinima to join these guys, and they're like, "Aha, got you!" And now he's got no contract. So now he has to take.
That's not how it happened, but you know,
the worst deal with Maker, I think.
No, it was
I don't know who
Curse.
he's with now. I know
now he's lost.
It was Curse.
20 or 30 extra % of his YouTube revenue.
No, that's not how it happened. That is not how it happened at all. He went right back to Curse and had the same revenue split, dude. DSP don't make no money on YouTube. He killed his own channel.
his YouTube channel's dead now. He barely uploads to it anymore. I know
Right.
that.
But at the time, that was his main source.
DSP does upload, Rich. He just uploads shit nobody cares about except for like 3 fans, Super Blind Man and some other motherfucker. Like DSP is the perfect, he's the perfect representation of what not to do. You know, he spammed out stuff and did the same thing over and over and over again. He did not change or evolve in 11 years. That's what killed DSP. He didn't get with the fucking times. And the funny thing is, because DSP is under such scrutiny, we all realize this. But DSP is not the only one. There are countless YouTube channels that got into the millions back in the early 2000s. And now their channels are dead. They have like 7 million subs or 3 million subscribers, and they can barely get 60K views. It's ridiculous. It's just the perfect storm of not evolving or at least being entertaining. If you're not going to change, at least be funny. That's what I would suggest to someone who wants to get into YouTube. You better be funny as hell, talented, willing to change, get a team. Don't come in here blind. YouTube is cutthroat these days.
Source of income. Like he went from because our machinima deals were stellar. We had like 90/10s, right? And then like a Maker deal for like a channel that just needs Maker to be their multi-channel network.
Dude, why did Wings think Maker signed DSP? Maker was owned by Disney. They like had PewDiePie for a hot minute. Maker wouldn't touch DSP.
Is like 60/40.
Oh wow.
And like he went from a 90/10 to a 60/40 because somebody fucked with him. It's like
you got this all wrong. DSP's machinima contract was constantly being changed because he wasn't doing that well. They constantly changed it over the years. DSP was not producing. Like, this information is so wrong. It makes it seem like DSP was trolled out of his own money. No, DSP did it to himself. This is why you need the detractor community. They're the only ones that actually know the truth behind DSP. They're literally like unpaid fucking detectives. No, he killed the maid behind the chandelier. And then DSP's like, I didn't kill the maid behind the chandelier. She killed herself. And Wings is like, I agree with DSP. It was those trolls that pushed her into his knife 25 times.
Got to be guarded after that.
Now you're saying wings. I don't know. How the hell would I jizz up his wings? I guess I have a bald cap. I need a bald cap. And I could sit here. When I could do that morning, I'll go out and I'll get a cup of Wendy's chili.
Oh, my God.
And some chicken nuggies. And I'll sit here eating chicken or dipping the chicken nuggets in Wendy's chili as I stream. And I'll just ban everyone from stream chat.
DSP's fucking killing me. Wings is like a battered girlfriend. DSP can shit all over Wings. And Wings is like, you guys are too mean to DSP. DSP don't give a fuck about you, Wings.
What's going on, everyone?
Oh, hold
DSP
on.
Here.
Hey,
Today I'm doing
DSP.
something
What's going on, bro? What do you got for me, Phil?
pretty special. I'm actually going to be doing a mini review of a product that I've had the privilege of checking out over the last week.
Oh, this is good news.
This product was provided to me free of charge by the manufacturer in order for me to try it out with a particular game release that I've actually been playing a lot of. This
Comments
last
turned
week.
off.
The
Wow.
game being Animal Crossing New Horizons, and the product being the Hori Split Pad Pro Daemon X Machina.
Oh my God. He literally had to look over his shoulder to look at a note. What is he, fucking Biden?
Edition. In fact, the actual product I'm showing you is not the entire Switch itself, but it's actually the controller attachments on the sides of the Switch. It comes in this little nice box right here. And yes, this was a tie-in with the game Daemon X Machina from last year. And is branded as such.
Wow. Someone actually wanted Phil to review something. Oh, Lord.
Now, I have to say this up front. The one real shortcoming of the Split Pad Pro, it's not a standalone gamepad.
Well, there you go. Rich says DSP doesn't upload anymore, but that's today. That's right now. It's the 29th. And we've got a great review from DSP. I'm glad he's getting some sponsorships or whatever.